refers to what cells are made of. Organelles, yep. Okay, and then we got to work our way up from cells. What's next? If you have a group of cells all doing a similar function. An organism is up there, but it's a few layers down. I got 1, 2, 3. I'll fit 4 in before we get to organism. What are things between the organism and the cells? Organs, yep. But there's something between organs and cells. You refer to this in a medical, huh? Bacteria are weird because they're also cells and organisms. But when we're talking about like people, humans, yeah, here we go, tissue. Yeah, so you have like muscle tissue, right? Or skin tissue, but that's not an organ. You have organs are made up of multiple tissues. And then there's also something between organs and organism. So for example, if we took a bunch of organs like your esophagus and your stomach and your small intestine and your large intestine, that would be a? There's another word I'm looking for at the end there. Starts with an S. Ends with an istum. Yep. Cool. So we're getting big. You see how we're getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger? Okay, now we're going to keep on going. So we have an organism, but let's go bigger in our scale. What's next? Any ideas? Not quite. What? Close. We just need to think big. Ecosystem, we're going to put way down at the bottom. Let's see how many. We're going to think about how many spaces are between here and ecosystem. We'll put 3. Sorry, there'll be 2 in between.
Habitat.
Ooh, habitat's good. Habitat's kind of the yeah. I'm gonna put that like in with ecosystem. Yeah, what are groups of animals called? Anyone know? There's 2 terms. These are ecology terms, so you don't necessarily have to know them. One starts with a P, and the other one starts with a S. Oh shoot! No, this is fine. One starts with a P, one starts with a C. I'll give you a hint. It applies to humans too. So if you have a group of humans, that's called the groups of humans in Alaska. You'd say, oh, the there's the humans in Alaska are. Yeah, but if I said there was 500,000 humans in Alaska, you'd say, oh, that's the blank. Yeah, there we go. And then the population isn't just evenly spread out, right? We live in clusters and cities, yeah, or communities is probably. Yeah. So sorry, I'm just throwing out the terms we use in ecology here.
I was thinking like the kingdom phylum.
Yeah. So, but this is going to be our kind of level of structure. Here in the ecology world, we're going to focus more on like this level of stuff. This is like ecology. Is to focus on the organisms, but also populations, communities, and ecosystems. Let me define population and community. And in fact, we can do ecosystem as well. So the population is just the number of a species in an area. The community here, it's all species. So in the human world, we usually refer to population community just for people, just for humans. In the ecology world, we refer to population as a specific species. So you'd say, oh, what is the population of moose in interior Alaska? That sort of thing. But if you talk about the community, then we have to think about not just moose, but also humans and plants and mosquitoes and bears and wolves and all those things. Those make up the community of interior Alaska, right? And then finally, ecosystem is even broader. It includes all biotic and abiotic factors. Okay, we're gonna throw out, again, I threw out these two as two like terms you may or may not have heard of. Again, what does bio mean? Life. Okay, so here's a quiz question. If I throw an A in front of a Greek or Latin word like this, what does the A mean?
The opposite.
The opposite, or not, or without, in this case. So, who can give me an example of like a biotic factor in an area? Yeah.
Plants.
All right, sure. So I'm going to draw a little bit. Yeah. All right. I'm just drawing some plants. So I'm tired of writing words. What are some other biotic factors? Yeah. Biotic. Let's focus on biotic for a second. So people, yep. What else for biotic factors? Give me like one or two more biotic factors, yeah? What was that? Like, so what types of animals are around? Sure. Also, you could include things like diseases, right? So like what types of little like, we'll have this guy coughing. Yeah, like pathogens, diseases, right? Things like that. Those would be biotic factors. What about abiotic factors? What are some abiotic factors? What was it? Yeah, go ahead.
A stream.
A stream. Yeah, so like what type of water is in an area?
The wind.
The sun, yeah, how much sunlight you're getting, how much wind you're getting. Yeah, like what the soil's made of. Those sorts of things are abiotic for sure. The sidewalk. Well, that kind of goes in, yeah. How much soil you're getting. Cool. Let's talk about the Earth for a second. I draw it pretty small. That's okay. Some different colors. Do too much land, but that's okay. Yeah, that's the land and the earth. So we'll put a layer of dirt here. And then finally, where on Earth do we find life? Pretty much everywhere. Where we know there's no life, or where we're pretty sure there's no life, is the center of the Earth. Okay? Earth has a solid iron core, but then we have like this bunch of nickel or whatever, and tons of magma, right? It's all way too hot down there for living things to exist. However, we have drilled like super deep into the Earth's crust, right? And as deep as we've drilled, like we've gone way down into the solid rock. As long as there's solid rock, we found little tiny bacteria. Like, yeah, living in the rocks, just in little cracks. As long as water can get down there, the bacteria seem to be down there. They live really slow lives. There's not a lot of nutrients, so they live just really low metabolism type things. How high up have we found life? Pretty much everywhere in the atmosphere, yeah. We've not found any outside. Some people theorize that like we're kind of like, as Earth is like traveling through space, it's like shedding little bacteria as it goes. But as far as we can tell, we've never found anything out in space. But you can have like little pieces of dust that contain bacteria and stuff just floating way up in the upper atmosphere, that sort of thing. So this zone between like molten rock and outer space, this is called the biosphere. Remember in Earth science class, there was like the lithosphere and the, I don't know, all the layers of like rock, troposphere, yeah, all that stuff. Well, there's a biosphere too, and that just means the section where life is found. All right, give me an animal.
Donkey.
A zebra, sure. I'm totally good at drawing zebras. We'll draw my little zebra here. We'll start it like horse-like. Do 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 do. Do do do. Oh golly, you're gonna give it little ears. Yeah. 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 All right, I'm not a great artist. Draw a zebra yourself. Go.
Oh, okay, I'll try.
They have like a little tufty tail, don't they?
That's a better horse than I can do.
Yeah. 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 There you go. They're kind of mean, so there you go. Do they have stripes on their nose? This one does.
They have stripes like up to through most of their.
Ah, that's my zebra. Look at them little hooves. Yeah, not terrible.
Like a striped donkey.
That it sure does. So zebras were never domesticated because they're really territorial, and they're just mean, basically.
Never seen anyone ride with you.
All right, so we need to talk a little bit about a zebra's habitat for a second. Where does a zebra live? Like where in Africa? The savannah, right? What's the savannah like?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, so the savannah is going to be hot. We'll try and draw this. Yellow. Yellow. I guess we're making an orange sun. Is the savannah a desert? It is dry though, right? So what type of plant life characterizes the savannah?
Cactuses.
There's no cactuses in the savannah.
Grass.
Think Lion King, guys.
Grass.
I've never watched that.
Yeah, there's grass.
It's
Zebras eat grass. Well, that's because he was exiled to the jungle. Remember? That's not where he lives. Anyway, yeah, there might be a few trees, but there's lots and lots of grass. Savannah's like a grassland style biome. And then within that, the zebras fulfill a specific niche. I'm just putting dry grassland there for savanna. But the zebras fill a niche or a niche. So they have a specific role in the like circle of life, right? What is the role that zebras play? They're mowers because they eat grass. I don't know why there's two E's. Eat grass. What else? Any other like roles that they might play? Yeah. What? Yeah. So they're prey for large animals. So Simba can sneak up and devour it alive. So already we've like described a couple of relationships. The predator-prey relationship. Okay, and the risk of looking really bad at an artist, we're gonna draw a line. Okay, so let's draw a line over here. What was that? Yeah, oh man, like I'm gonna have to look up a reference line. It's gonna be too embarrassing otherwise. Give me a profile. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So they got like, they got little rounded ears.
He's fat. What the?
Yeah.
Please tell me you have Disney. Please tell me you have Disney Plus.
Why would I?
Wouldn't.
I know. Why would I? Watch Solo. Oh, that's punching.
Oh, God, it's already coming out. No, that's.
Coming out.
Okay, but.
I mean, I have a cat at home. You think I could draw it, but
He looks like a lizard.
whatever. All right, it started off okay. Anyway, there's my line. Draw a better line, and then you can make fun of my line. Anyway, she's stalking the zebra.
What is this? Fucking so bad.
Somebody over there is
Okay, way up at the top. I'm gonna make a list. There's three.
How long was it, Pat?
There's three ways that species interact. The lion to zebra interaction is, what's the name of that? Yeah, predation. This is predation. Just threw it up top. The organization here is a little loose, sorry. So we can have a predation sort of relationship between two organisms, right? In fact, we could even describe it as a predation relationship between the grass and the lion. But what if there's a relationship where they interact but they're not eating each other? Well, maybe they don't even like really coexist super well. What about in the risk of drawing more animals? Coloration. We're gonna draw one of these guys. We're gonna draw him purple over here. He's gonna look like this. No. We're gonna draw lots of animals. It's gonna be fine.
That's better than mine.
And mine. Sean?
I don't know what that is. Looks like a bird.
Nice.
No, it has legs. How are you
How
seeing
bad
what?
is it?
Oh, it's an elk. It's a goat. It's a goat. I don't have enough room for this. I made my zebra too big.
Skinnier than that. So fat as cat and
Okay, I drew a really bad antelope.
That's a really good one.
I think it's that.
A gazelle. Gazelles are a type of antelope.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah.
All right. Do zebra and antelopes fight and kill each other and eat each other? No. So there's like a different type of relationship going on here. But, however, do you think zebras love it when there's like millions of antelope in an area? Why not? Yeah, they're eating the same food. Yeah, this is a competition relationship. So way up here where I have my 3 types of relationships, put competition. Here, I'll zoom out. You can see the whole, there you go. You can see most of that.
Why do you videotape this?
Mostly so it's bigger, and then my screen doesn't shut off.
Oh, you want to actually do anything with it?
No.
I don't know.
So, some of them are up on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, you're already recording it. I feel like that is probably going to his head to blow up.
Hey, there's probably another competition relationship going on here too. Can you see it? Between 2 organisms?
the trees and the grass.
Yeah, the tree and the grass are probably competing too. For water, for light, for nutrients in the soil. Yeah. In fact, the tree is probably better at it, which is, I would guess that there's not a ton of good grass right around the base of the tree. You'll notice that. When you go outside, there's not a lot of grass right under the trees.
No, we used to call like goats asses or something. What are they called again? Donkeys.
Okay, we're gonna switch to a new page for the third one, and the third one we'll draw it in blue, I guess. Predation, competition, and then the third one is called a symbiotic relationship.
That's what it was I was talking about.
Symbiotic.
Spider-Man?
We're gonna write this on a new page, so don't worry. The word is symbiotic. And then, hold on here. Symbiotic's a fun one though, because symbiotic can be split into 3 different ones. So there's,
I spelled it right.
actually I'll have you guys start. We'll draw them again. Who has an example of it? Do you have an example for me? Give me an example. We'll draw it. So you have to draw whatever we choose.
Pick something easy. Do you like a rabbit?
What?
I don't
Like a
know.
fish.
Do a fish with the cleaning thingies on it. Coral. Coral and there's something that lives inside of coral.
We'll get to it. Did you come up with a parasitic one?
Parasitic.
Help them out. We're gonna do a parasitic relationship. Help them out.
Oh, isn't it like turtles and
Yeah, I want a parasitic relationship.
turtles and the things that attach to boats?
Yes,
That
what I was
attach to
thinking.
barnacles, turtles and barnacles.
Don't think barnacles don't eat the turtle, so they're fine. We'll get there. We can use that one for one of them though.
No, it slows them
Well,
down.
why have you guys listed all the other ones except the parasite one?
It slows
I want a parasite one.
It slows the turtle down and it's bad for the turtle shell.
What's your parasite one?
There's some parasite.
Oh, the tongue-eating amphipod. You pick a gross one too.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
ones that will move the fish's tongue to make.
Yeah. All right, sure. We'll draw it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the fish.
What?
Okay, we'll draw it. Here's our fish.
Oh my god. What is that? Is that supposed to be a fish?
Yeah, this is a fish.
That's a scary fish.
Yeah. There's a big old. Anyway, there's a. It's a fish. It's
Not a fish.
it's got to open his mouth so he can see the parasite in mouth. It's like a sculpin, yeah. Yeah, just make a pass. All right, so there's this is it amphipod, I think, or copepod. It's a parasitic invertebrate that can attach to the fish and replace its tongue, basically, and it can feed off the blood supply, and it just hangs out in the middle of the fish's mouth. Yeah?
Just draw a tick instead.
We'll do our best to draw it, and then I'll show you a real picture. We'll see how close I got to the real thing. Anyway, so it just like hangs out in here, and it like its little jaws are clamped onto the tongue. Yeah. Anyway, and then the fish is stuck with that thing for a tongue instead of its regular tongue. Well, we're gonna Google a picture of it.
Google it. And then normally there was normally the female was the tongue, and there was a male in the middle.
Okay. Oh, he's so cute. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Look away if you don't want to see. Oh, look, it's so cute.
Oh, it has legs. That's a shrimp.
Yeah, I don't know.
Face that one.
Yeah, they're just make a pass here. Anyway, yeah. See, my art isn't that bad.
The male
That's scarier than the real thing.
You thought my fish was gross. All right. This is called parasitism. Yeah. You can think of other examples, like in humans, we get like tapeworms and things like that. Even leeches. You've all been to like the lake and gotten a leech on you. Like that's a parasite.
I've never been to the lake.
Because
No lake Canada.
Yeah, whatever lake would I go to?
Chino lakes.
yeah. So here's the story with swimmer's itch. While we're at it, swimmer's itch you actually get from there's a parasite that infects ducks. That like it crawls into the ducks of the flesh of ducks, and then it can infect their like bloodstream, and it passes on to their offspring, and it's pretty nasty. Anyway, it tries to infect humans, and so it burrows into your skin, but your immune system's really good and kills it, and then you have this little dead parasite in your skin that your body has to process and deal with. So that's why it itches. Yeah. So hooray, you're not infected with anything,
I'm never going.
but you have dead parasites in your skin. That's what gives you swimmer's itch.
Is it possible to get infected by it?
No, we're too cool. A human immune system is awesome. There's plenty of other things we can get infected with. All right. We need to get back on track. Yeah. Why a rhino? You got to come up with another symbiotic relationship between rhinos and what else? Maybe.
Rhinos and I believe it's like the Oxford or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a bird in the
Or like in
one that eats little
Yeah.
the oxen like
I can't remember the exact
sorry, I'm
name.
lying.
I'm looking at. Yeah, I think you're right.
So like
No, really. Maybe only have an option.
that eats a little bug. Let me start. The bird that eats little bugs on the fur of the ox. I know. Yeah, okay.
Wait.
You don't talk about birds.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, birds are cool. Birds are cool.
Wait. I'm not sure this is Let's, all right. We'll do the rhino, although it has some questions. You're gonna draw.
What's the bird called? Was it the oxbird?
He's big.
There's a difference.
Yeah, it's an oxbird.
Wait, what's that? It's a rhino.
We're getting to the.
So, you know, the reason I'm probably sick is because of that. And I'm actually coming out of it. That's why yes, they're all sick, and now I'm getting sick.
Oh my god.
There, chunky rhino. I'm cheating because I'm using a reference picture.
Your reference.
But the legs looks like a ballerina leg.
A chunky ballerina.
Oh, he looks sad now. Little nose up here.
Again, it's a lot better than I could do.
And a little tail. Alright. So there are these little birds that hang out on top of rhinos. They're called ox. What are they called? Oxpeckers. Oxpeckers. So, boink. Boink, boink. Boink,
I
boink.
can't even get to the, if you move your hand, maybe I can put one in his face.
I was gonna say that the shark, the fish, goes on
Let me see.
Sean. I can't breathe. How did you fall that bad? What are you doing?
You're rude.
How do you fall that
Okay, we're going to use this as an example of mutualism. Hey, and so don't get too confused by some of the terms. It used to be symbiotic was actually just mutualism, but we've kind of like tried to reorganize our terms here. And parasitism is also a type of symbiotic relationship. So symbiotic here just means two closely related species. Parasitism is obviously like where one benefits and the other one is hurt. Mutualism, what happens here?
They both benefit.
Yeah, in theory, they both benefit from mutualism. So why might the birds benefit by riding around on the back of the rhino? Yeah.
You get the worms.
Yeah, they might be able to eat parasites or dead skin or blood and stuff, yeah. Yeah, maybe it's safer to be higher up. They don't have to get like attacked by snakes and things. What?
The rhino benefits from like not having parasites and all that.
Yeah, maybe if they're eating parasites, the rhino can benefit. The other hey, I wasn't aware of this, but I did a quick search. It looks like the rhino benefits also by the birds being a warning system against like predators, including like poachers and stuff. So the birds can help like the rhino know whether or not there's predators around. So yeah, that's an example of mutualism. The third type. The third type is called commensalism. And one of you came up with an example of commensalism earlier, and it was a sea turtle. I'm going to draw a sea turtle from scratch. See how well I do here. Oh no.
How do you spell commensalism? With a weird.
COMMENSALISM.
You as a hexagon.
You can mess this up.
You really can. There's no way to mess it up. You already have.
Oh, they're back flippers.
He's just being
I messed up his back flippers.
There's a little tip.
Oh yeah, they do have little tails poking up back usually. Anyway. You were saying that what grows on the backs or on the shells? Yeah, you can have these little barnacles. I'm going to exaggerate the size here. Barnacles are cool animals, actually.
That's a bird.
weirdly enough, barnacles are actually like closely related to shrimp. I know, right? You open up a barnacle and inside is this little like shrimp-like thing. It's really weird. But how do barnacles eat?
They open that little jaw thing and then they shoot like tongues out or something and then they grab.
It's not their tongues, it's gills. But they're the type of eating in the ocean is called a filter feeder. So they stick their little gills out and they just grab passing particles. So do they benefit by being on the back of a turtle?
Yes.
Yeah, because they get a free ride. They get to basically experience more environments than they would otherwise, right? Is the turtle harmed by the barnacles? Not really, no.
Not completely.
The barnacles aren't like boring into its flesh. They're just hanging out on the shell. It doesn't really care.
They can get into the gills and make it hard to swim though.
Yeah, so I mean, it could have like minor downsides or whatnot, but generally speaking, commensalism is like +0 for that one, +1 over here. Mutualism's like +1, +1, and parasitism is like, I guess -1 for the fish, +1 for the parasite.
I'm just gonna start writing.
Show me how good body.
Is it good? I see that.
You can't tell what's going on. Hey guys, look at that last one.
That's just Jody right now.
Okay, we're gonna, question? Yeah, just make a pass. Okay, we're gonna do a little pause here. I'm gonna turn you loose as groups. Here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna draw a food web. I want you to, as a table group, come up with about, let's say, I know this seems like a long list, but I think you can fill it out. About 15. We're gonna do an Alaska food web. So I want you to come up with 15 different species that all interact here in Alaska. We'll draw it out as a group, but if you want to start sketching it as a table, that's totally fine. Yeah, as your table group. Feel free to join the table. I'll give you about 5 to 10 minutes. Ready, set, go. Write them down, write them down.
Mr. Marcotte, your drawings.
They don't know.
Bear. This is burger, right?
Okay, guys. Hey, what's the top one and one last? Guys, what's the top one and one? Bears? I was in the military.
Wolves are up there, but they're not the biggest.
It's obvious. We get this. I don't know what we can destroy.
Caviar's the top predator. Caviar's the top. You got outwitting species that
People are real basketball.
definitely go. Yeah. The other guys like bear, moose, wolf, whatever, like birds that get bigger and then the birds will get mosquitoes are absolutely.
Human bear.